Listen, while I've got both of you, we'll get stuck into tonight's action in just a moment, but Brighton have just confirmed that MOISES CAICEDO has moved to Chelsea, or he's moving to Chelsea. The fee believed to be around £115 million. Staying with you first, and then I'll get Merce for you on that. Now that deal is done, what do you make of that, Aid?
Well, Chelsea have also tweeted that he was a Chelsea fan growing up in Ecuador, and they've got some footage of it as well, which is very sweet. I'm not sure what that means in terms of, has he chosen Chelsea for that reason? I don't know. But Chelsea they're starting to look like a complete team now. I thought they were brilliant yesterday. It's got to be a good move for them, regardless of the fee. I mean, people need to get the fee out their heads. So they wanted the player to complete their team, so they paid what Brighton asked. I think that, the fee might be excessive, but that really doesn't matter to Chelsea. You think now they've got a team that can compete at the top end of the Premier League, or at least get back to the top end of the Premier League. So for Chelsea, it's got to be a good signing. I think it's great. It's exciting.
Hey, you said there about competing at the top end. Do you think they've got enough to challenge Manchester City potentially for the title?
It's a long way to go from where they finished 12th to top. So no, I mean that's a huge ask. Pochettino in the Premier League never did that, so he's not got form and distance. So I wouldn't go that far, but they can get back into the top four, I think. I was at Burnley City on Friday night, and even though they were late finishing their season City, and they were late back for pre-season City, they still looked the real deal against a side I thought gave it a good go, Burnley. So it's going to be hard to go against Manchester City, although I have this season.
Benny, let me ask you a quick question.
Yep.
Give me one Chelsea player that gets in Man City's best 11.
Man City's best 11. Ooh, wow. Okay. So the only one that springs to mind, potentially, I'd guess, is Reece James, but I'm not taking him over Kyle Walker.
So you're not then? So is it none?
Who's their left back, Cities?
Well, Rico
Ake
Lewis
or Akanji?
Lewis played left back,
yeah, but
midfield
in the big games last year, towards the end, Akanji played.
I would have Chilwell over.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
You'd have Chilwell over Akanji?
Yeah.
Not in a million
More
years.
goal
Did you see Akanji Friday? Burnley was skipping past him. He couldn't tackle.
Well, Benny said he was in neutral.
Well,
earlier.
He should have got into
first, just moving a little bit.
I didn't think Akanji played well on Friday.
No, maybe he didn't, but I would have him ahead of Chilwell because
Chilwell.
Yeah, because Chilwell plays half a season. Kanji's a Rolls Royce, plays every game.
If the game's tomorrow and both are fit, who are you picking, Dan?
Kanji.
He's
proven.
Don't believe you.
Watch the games against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid and tell me which one of those wingers is still in his pocket. Both is the answer.
Hey, I tell you what, he's in a mood tonight, isn't he? What's happened?
No, but you're
Old
throwing
Trafford.
Chilwell in. It's like he hardly ever plays, and he's playing wing back.
Yeah,
He got injured. Why are you slaughtering him for being injured?
I'm not slaughtering him. I like Chilwell. He's a good player.
You clearly don't like him that much.
He wouldn't get in City's team.
Have you ever visited the planet Earth? Ben Chilwell's really good, mate.
He is. I agree, but he
He
wouldn't
is.
get in Man City's best 11.
I think he would.
Let's turn our attention now before you two fall out to tonight's game, mate. I'll stay with you for this one. What can we expect, do you think? I mean, on paper, it should be a home win, right?
Well, it's definitely a home win. Man United only lost one at home last season. Wolves' away record last season was atrocious, 1-2, lost 12. They're in a bit of turmoil. Gary O'Neill's not had long to get working with this side. The only thing is they were unbeaten in pre-season, none of which were under Gary O'Neill, by the way. But I don't know. I can't see Wolves getting anything here because Manchester United start the season with a better side, even though they haven't completed their transfer business yet, we don't think, and their big striker signing is out. So, listen, good luck to Gary O'Neill. I think he's come out and said he wants his team to attack here tonight. If they do that, they could well get absolutely hammered. So I think he might be a little bit more cautious than that suggests. But it's a home win all day.
Hey, they need to address this striker situation at Wolves. Lowest scorers in the Premier League last season. Jimenez, I know, who didn't look the same after his injury. He's now gone. What are they going to do for goals? Because if they don't score enough goals, and certainly as low as they were last year, they're going to be in trouble this year.
Well, they spent 40-odd million on Mateus Cunha, but his goal-scoring record is really bad. Sarabi is still there. Fabio Silva, they're expecting big things from, but we haven't seen evidence of that so far. Kaladzic is an interesting one because he played one game, got an ACL, so he's back fit. So there are players there who should be getting goals, but I think a lot will depend on how they play. So they've got players who can play out wide, Hwang, Neto, Mateus Nunes, good players who can play out wide. Can they deliver those balls in? Is that what Gary O'Neill will want them to do? But you're right, I can't see it. None of those strikers give you any confidence that they're going to get double figures this season.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein, Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.